Alright, so in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make simple Goblin AI. So first, before we do any circuits, let's make our map. So we're going to make a very simple layout. Probably about right here. About that. Yeah. I'm just going to do a quick time lapse of me actually making the layout, so you can enjoy. Now let's copy and paste. You gotta have it pretty far down so that you cannot hear the goblin when you're above the map. Now you're gonna go to this room, settings, and you're going to bake your nav mesh. Alright, now you're gonna scale this down to the bottom of your map. Just like that. You're gonna bake again so that the purple nav mesh right here is where the AI can walk. So the AI can't go right here, it can only go wherever this purple stuff is. Alright, so now that we have that finished, let's go ahead and start working on the circuits. Make sure you have beta on so you can actually make the circuits. You're gonna configure the circuit board, make sure it's on detached. Put our spawner component right next to it. A get closest. So basically what we're doing, we're going to be getting every player in the room and getting the closest player, and the AI will start chasing the closest player in the room. So the targets is going to have to be everyone in the room. So we're going to get a get all players. Just like that. You can go ahead and start connecting this. We're going to get a combatant set velocity, or get velocity. AI path 2. Set transform. We're going to get a vector 3 split, a vector 3 create, and a add. Then we are going to get a get position. A event receiver. Configure it so that it's 30 Hertz. Then we're going to get a delay. An if chip. A is valid. If local player should run. Rec room object get authority. Get a vector component. Detach the circuit board. Another event receiver. Put it on room loaded. Connect that up. The result of this rec room object get authority is going to the acting player. The target is the vector component. And the target of the set transform is also going to be the vector component. The object of the smarter component is going to the is valid if. Alright, and then should run to the if. And the run and the delay is going to go to the execution of the if local player should run. Alright, the target, the get position, is going to be getting the rec room object. Same for the combatant. The AI is going to the rec room object, and the target is going to be the closest player to the AI. The position on the get position is going to the vector 3, connect the X to the X, and the Z to the Z, then this Y to the add, the sum to the Y, and the vector 3 to the position. So we're going to be able to make the height for the AI. And the velocity is going to be the rotation of the set transform. The then on the if is going to the AI path 2, and the path 2 is going to the set transform. And then the 30 Hz is going to run the delay. Now we're going to configure this. Set object. Melee Goblin. Configure again. Turn off automatically engage combat behavior when finding targets. Make sure it's disengaged. And you can set the speed right here. Then you're going to take your Goblin, put it to the bottom map, and put it anywhere on the purple path. Alright, and now we save. Alright, and you can see now the Goblin is following you. And we are going to set the height of the vector component. So we're going to go get the value of this add. If Rec Room would work. Put it to the height of your top map. Alright, that's too high, so I gotta go lower. Alright. That's too low, so I gotta make it higher. It's too high again. Maybe one more. Right about there. Yeah, that's good. So you can see the AI is not following you around. It will not go through walls. It will go around it. Just like that. Alright, so now let's make our monster. So let's go ahead and reset the spawner component so it turns off the AI. The vector component is no longer moving. So we're going to make a little monster, and my monster is just going to be a cube or a rectangle. Make sure your monster is always decoration. Alright, and you're going to get a clamp. You're going to get the vector component and clamp it to the body of the clamp, and get the top of the clamp and connect it to your monster. When you have your monster, okay, so if you're using this for an actual horror game, connect this to the animation of your monster, not the actual monster itself. So connect this to your animation, not your monster, if you do have an animation for your monster. Now we are going to get a trigger volume. Put it around our monster. Alright. And then clamp the top of your clamp to the trigger volume, like that. Configure the circuit board on your trigger volume, detach it, and bring your trigger volume over here. Alright, so now let's work for the jump scare. You are going to get a seat. Alright, so this seat is going to be where the player gets sat and where the player is going to get jump scared. Alright. You're going to get a animation controller. Make sure you connect it to the body. And then connect the top to the monster, the trigger volume, and the seat. Now we're going to make a little jump scare real quick. Alright, so it seems to look like Rec Room has not fixed their animation controllers. They're still broken. Alright, so we'll just use the seat for now. So we're gonna make the seat kind of just go back like this, as if the monster just like knocked over the player. Just like that. Now we're gonna configure the circuit board. Detach. Configure this circuit board. Detach. And bring both of the circuit boards over to your wall of circuits. Alright, here we're going to get a player variable. You're going to get a player variable. Set the name to whatever you want. Make sure you sync it. Alright, we're going to get a bool variable and a if. You can name your bool variable to whatever you want, just make sure it's not synced with any other bool variable you have. So I'm just gonna name this one Jumpscare. Make sure you sync it. I'm gonna move these over. So you're gonna connect the player entered to the if and the output of the Jumpscare to the condition of the if. Copy and paste your Jumpscare. Set it to true. Make sure this is false. Then Jumpscare. Store the player. And then fuck. Hook it up like, oh my god. Seat player. Like that. Alright, so seat success. Lock player is in. Make sure you lock in true. Lock player is in. Play the animation. Alright, and when the animation is finished, unseat the player. And we're going to get a respawn. A get position. A get rotation. And a vector component. Configure this. Detach it. Blah blah blah. Alright, the target is going to be the vector component, the position is going to the position on the respawn, and the get rotation is going to the rotation. So unseat player, respawn, target, the player variable. So this is going to be where the player respawns after they get killed. So you can put this in your lobby or wherever you want. I'm just going to put it over here for now. Most importantly, after the respawn, put this to true. Alright, we're gonna get another event receiver up here. Room loaded. Copy and paste this. Bring this up. Alright, we're gonna set this bool variable when the room loads. Alright, and then we're going to save again. Alright, and let's go test out our AI. So you can see the AI is chasing us. You see it kills me. Oh, there is our first problem. Oh shit. Take me out of that. Make sure your animation is not looping, because that's what I did. Alright. turn off looping. Alright, now it should work. So, oh no, the monster's chasing me. Oh no. Ah, it killed me. I'm dead. Now it respawns me back into the lobby. Alright, here's the problem. Whenever you finish the jump scare, any player can just go into the seat. So we gotta make it so it locks out the player of the seat whenever the jump scare is finished. We're going to get a seat set lock players out. So the target is going to be the seat. We're gonna make this true. Alright, and we're gonna copy and paste this over here. Target goes over here. Alright, jump scare goes to here. Make sure it's false. And then you're gonna put it over here so it loads. Put it to true. It's going to the seat. Alright. So let's make it so it locks players out. You see no one can go into the seat. Make sure to configure your seat and make it so it's only visible when components are visible. Alright, so your monster's chasing you. Boom, it kills you. I die. And no one else can go into the seat. And other players cannot get killed while you are getting killed. It'll only kill one player at a time. And so whoever's closest to the AI will start chasing the player. Alright, well, I hope you guys found this helpful, and I hope it helps you start out your horror journey, or just maybe you're using this for a horror game. Who knows? Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.